Yes, yes, yes. What you saying, man? It should be right here. Yes, sorry, I haven't been doing that many videos, right? But man, I've been dispirited by the world, by the boxing world. Who couldn't be? Who couldn't be? First of all, though, there are glimmers of light. Yeah, my boy Christopher G, as I'm calling him. Give me £8.24 on the cash app. Some love. If you want to give it, it's a pound sign, Bengal G14. So thank you, my boy Christopher G. I'm not putting your full name out there because you may not want that, man. We got to keep anonymous, bro. Thank you, though, brother. But yeah, boxing is down the drain. But I mean, the big fights are happening, Oh, before I go on, right? Remember to like, especially me fans. Because, people love to attack the channel. Haters. Forget about them, man. This is truth-telling time, So, what do I mean by that? I was dispirited with being fed false news all the time and nonsense, Yeah? Everything's going up. Your energy prices, your food prices, your transport prices. The only thing that ain't going up is your salary. And and they'll be I'll be like, why is that? Why is it? Oh, well, it's a crisis. Things are getting tough. They never give you a proper reason. Oh, Ukraine. Oh, yeah, Ukraine. It's nonsense, man. And in boxing, well, none of the big fights are happening. How could you not be dispirited when the biggest fight has been Tyson Fury's Derek Chisora, the bum fight. And then when having Daniel Dubois gifted a win that he didn't deserve. I ask myself every time I do a video, why I still follow boxing instead of lawn bowls. And, because I can't let it go, man. And I hope it'll get better. I hope we're going through just a bad period. But I know I'm probably lying to myself. But anyway, so the most important thing there's been this big story that's come out. And I think it was 2 weeks ago, a week ago, right? There's a referee called Carlos Padilla, okay? Now, Carlos Padilla, he's refereed some of the biggest fights in boxing history, including Leonard Duran 1, okay, which Duran won. Ali Frazier 3 in Manila. Come on, man. That's probably the most famous fight of all time. So he's big time, this guy. And he's refereed loads of world champs. I'm just looking at his record. Larry Holmes, Alexis Arguello, marvelous. Marvin Hagler, R.I.P. Salvador Sanchez, R.I.P. Julio Cesar Chavez, Riddick Big Daddy Bo, Nigel Benn, George Foreman, Mike Tyson. I don't need to say any more, right? And he looks Mexican, and his name is Spanish, Carlos Padilla. But he's actually a Filipino, okay? Although he moved to the USA at some point. Now, he has come out. He's 88 now, so he's getting on. And he's come out, he probably can't take the guilt anymore of lying. And he's come out and he said that he deliberately did his best in a fight between Manny Pacquiao, who's Filipino like him, and a guy called Nadal Hussein, who's I think he's fighting for Australia, and this was for an international WBC international super bantamweight fight in Manila. Yeah, and he deliberately says he influenced the outcome of the fight. Okay, he said he overlooked a headbutt from Pacquiao, which opened a cut above Hussein's eye, and he said it was a punch. So if it got stopped, okay, Pacquiao would be the winner. And Pacquiao did win by TKO in the end, right? But this is the reality. Pacquiao at the time was not the massive name he is now, but he went on to be huge. And it gets worse, yeah. So this is Carlos Padilla. He says, this is a quote. They told me, Carlos, please, this is an important fight for money, because the winner will have a chance to fight for the world championship. Now, it already won world championships, but this is in a new division. Yeah, Padilla himself, he says, so Pacquiao got dropped in the 4th round. And he says, this is a quote from Padilla. I'm a Filipino and everybody is a Filipino watching the fight. So I prolonged the count. I know how to do it. When he gets up, I say to him, hey, are you okay? Which is prolonging the fight. And we see this a lot. Okay, this is not exactly extraordinary. It's not. It's it's not a revelation to real boxing fans. Oh, they'll look after the promoter's fighter. And I say, are you okay? Are you okay? Hold your hands up. Do this. Are you okay? And then they give him an extra 10 seconds. Sometimes I've seen fights that give him like 20 seconds from being knocked down to getting back in the fight. By just asking them questions and walking them away and making sure the other guy's gone to the corner. These are old tricks, by the way. But this is the first time we've had a senior guy admit it. As fans, we know it's nonsense, right? And later on in that round, the fourth round, Pacquiao was knocked down again. Okay, but what happened? Hussein was deducted a point for an elbow. And he allowed Pacquiao more time, more recovery time. So he's admit this guy's been dropped twice. I extended the count and said, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, you're fine. And then after you got dropped again, instead of counting Pacquiao, he went to Hussein and deducted a point for an elbow and gave the guy extra time. In the end, Pacquiao won in the 10th round because of a cut, which Padilla admits was caused by a headbutt. This is a quote from him again. He is shorter. He butted the other guy. It's a cut. I declared it a punch. If there's a butt, you have to stop the fight and say to the judges, headbutt. That's a point deduction. But you don't do that and the fight continues. That says it's a good punch. So he did everything in his power he could to get Pacquiao to win. And he got him to win. Well, he says he delayed medical treatment for Hussein and then attempted to influence the ringside doctor's decision to have the fight stopped. I mean, this is getting dark, man. And Padilla admits, it takes away my responsibility because as a referee, that is the best way to do. He goes, it takes away my responsibility because as a referee, that is the best way to do. Let the doctor stop the fight. So he's, he's encouraged the doctor to stop the fight. So it takes a bit of the focus away from him. Yeah, you imagine that, man. You imagine that. So you got a guy, Carlos Padilla, one of the most experienced referees in the world, openly admitting that he did everything under his power to get Pacquiao to win and get Hussein the loss. Hussein says, the guy Padilla, he took everything from me. He took my soul, right? Which is fair enough. He robbed him of millions. Which he might have got for a rematch or other fights. Yeah. Now, as a boxing fan, we're very cynical. If we're hardcore boxing fans, we know this stuff happens all the time, right? But here we've got one of the most senior referees of the world admitting that he's done it, and he was told to do it. Why has this gone under the radar? Why? Why are people not? This should have way more. What did I say? This should have way more press. This should be the most major story in boxing. A senior referee who's Ali Frazier 3. Roberto Duran, Leonard 1, and he is admitted he's completely corrupt. Right. And this isn't a WBC fight, okay? Title fight. And WBC, We Be Crooks made a statement. And this is the statement. WBC has established a special panel to review the situation. We received a sensitive letter from Mr. Padilla's daughter, Susie, which is found in this release. His daughter. So they haven't talked to him. They just talked to his daughter. Okay. The letter is self-explanatory, and I, as president of the We Be Crooks, the WBC, as well as a human being who has known Mr. Padilla since I was 10 years old, I can certainly empathize with Susie. So this guy's daughter, Carlos Padilla's daughter, is making a statement, and that's the only thing the WBC listened to. They didn't listen to Padilla. I will personally follow the process in the meantime. WBC will not make any further comments, man. Sincere regards, Mauricio Sulaiman, who is the most corrupt, degenerate idiot of all time. And basically, Susie Padilla, and she's been forced into this. My father is an 88-year-old man who is just that old and aging. Yeah. His words may have been misinterpreted. The present situation is one such glaring example of what might have been said and may have been taken out of context. Taken out of context. He was blatant about what he did. My father is a decent and honourable man. That's right, he's an honourable man. That's why at last, well, he wasn't always honourable, but at last he's decided to salve his conscience and come out with the truth, man. With the truth about how crooked boxing was. And Susie, I invite everyone to ask about Carlos Padilla amongst his peers. Hopefully you will learn about my father's true character. He does not need controversies at this very late stage of his life. I know I sound biased. No, not at all. But he's proved his value. Yeah. Please, basically she's just asking for them not to harass Carlos, or not to ask him, or harass, not to ask him for further information. Oh, he's old. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, it was taken out of context. No, he blatantly said he did everything he could in his power to change the outcome of a fight. Now, as I said, like to boxing fans, this is no surprise. We see it all the time. Bells being rung early. Daniel Dubum, for example, Kevin Lorena. Referees giving people long counts, talking to them for ages after the promoter's fighter has taken a knee. Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. Oh, wipe your gloves. Oh, walk back, walk forward, walk left. Give them an extra 10 seconds. And then buying the judges and influencing the doctor and blah, blah, blah. It's no surprise to a hardcore boxing fan like the Triple B. But when I was young, I believed everything. I believed it. But at least now we know. We've had someone admit, a senior referee, the referee of Ali Frazier 3, admit that at least on one occasion, and come on, man, if you've done it once, you've done it again and again, okay? Because, if you've done it once, then you broke through the barrier of corruption and you'll do it again and again. He's admitting for his own, probably his own guilt, salving his conscience, that he has changed. He has changed the path of a fight. Now, as I said, it's no surprise to us. But the fact is that someone has come out and admitted it blatantly. Now, that is a surprise. And it takes an 88-year-old man, because now he's not in the game anymore. He's not going to be asked to ref any fights. He's got nothing to lose now. So he's been honest. Yeah. And as I said, no one who knows about boxing is surprised by the corruption and the manipulation involved. But my question is this: why has this had so little press? We've had one BBC article. The Fight News delivered Susie Padilla, the daughter of Carlos Padilla, who knows nothing about boxing, by the way. Yeah, just say leave him alone. He's 88 years old. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So he'll be swept under the carpet again. And this is modern boxing, or maybe this is boxing that always been boxing. Maybe this has always been boxing, but I think it's worse now. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to the most corrupt sport in the world.